about to send bad. Cause I can see a snake here. Show his head's off like Medusa. Oh, y'all think he legit? He 100? I think a counterfeit, so I grip the root gun, woosah. Never wanted to see it press real. That's what the deal. I thought we'd go hard. No, you give me some Mula. Fuck up, man.
Let's go.
I say yeah, so let's get to talking. Add a classic with Ad. Now let's get to coffins. Le'Veon Bell traded. Antonio Brown left. King James ain't been the same since he went out west. That's some issue, ain't tell Swish what the strap. Bow! The way he jumping, the doctor don't know if it's the halo toe. Next ball, only real ones who been through hell would know. Bend it low, rip the foe, put it under his shin. Light flashing, look like he mastered the jail pose. Three stripe, shell toe, shit's hot. Will he snitch? Who the hell knows? 6 quarters to Mula's face. In the exchange backs, aim for his thigh, then his breast and his neck. That shit barely hit his cap. It still got dark when Bobby ran and it hit chicken back. I got a chosen style. 6 shots. Buddha monk. So what that mean? I'm a mummy. It ain't shit to turn west into a West Right scene. Nigga. And these disease, and these bullets, the worst type of disease, STD. And when these PEP, there's no stopping this HIV and Gaddafi. Chill, B. The way I fuck Mula up, no way they gonna give me green. That scheme was mean. But scheming on me will only get you fucked up. It ain't nothing to pay gold in the tomb. I'm King Tut. Nigga. Everything could be golden. But so what? My poverty days still give me that stress look. In college, I robbed niggas with texts. I also robbed niggas with textbooks. So Mula, for them grants, I'm shooting for your son. That thunders for the best look. Bring your big mans when I get at him. This beard nigga known to leave the block shook. Sam Presti's dad, okay? See? He gave me an MVP. I appreciate the best look, cause Lord knows, all last year I was stressed. Waiting for a PG to step up like Russell Westbrook.
That shit was crazy.
Pow! Everything we do is fire.
That's not a punchline.
Oh yeah, we on YouTube now, people. We on YouTube now. We trying to get monetized. Forgive me, I got a cold, but I'm still here, hyped and charged. It's Mother's Day.
Bang.
My battle dropped.
Bang.
Let's talk about it. In the building, I got one of the stars of battle rap right now. She just killed it in a 3rd round. With your boy Truthit. The battle just dropped with JusDJ. Miss Willow's in the building. Applaud her. So, Willow, what's good? What's going on? I sounded like Daft Jones right there when I said that, huh? Like, what's good? Go ahead, you can talk. Say whatever you want to say. What's going on? Nothing? Okay, that's professional of you. Got some other stuff. Oh, Gutta versus Mula. Oh yeah, that went down.
Bang.
Let's keep it moving. Oh yeah, Truthit versus JusDJ, or should I say Willow the Star versus JusDJ. I was just a fan.
Bang.
Facts. It's facts. That's what you say. Facts. Okay. Let me get through a couple of things before we get to talking to you about what happened, okay? First off, first thing we're going to talk about is, let me look for it right here. Queen of the Ring.
Oh, my God.
You know Queen of the Ring had an event yesterday?
I knew that.
You did know that? Cool. And they had a fight, too. Let me give you your microphone. I'm tripping right now. Here, take your microphone.
I deserve it.
Don't get big-headed, okay? I made you still.
You got a bigger head than me. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, don't get Don't get kicked out of the. Don't get kicked off the show already. The first person to get kicked off the 5. All right. So, Queen of the Ring, they had a show yesterday, like a pay-per-view, and there was a fight that happened afterwards.
Like a real fight?
Yep, a real fight, like females was fist fighting. They was fist fighting. It was not good. Your dad, unfortunately, and I'm not proud of this, told someone earlier this week or last week, now that it's Sunday, that they should go die. Where's the boo? I need the boo button. Here we go.
Boo this man!
Yeah, I was a little out of character, a little annoyed. And then after that, I got into an argument with someone else, and they said they was going to take me outside around the back and cold cock Truthit. That's crazy, huh? Imagine someone putting their hands on me. That's ridiculous, right? Yeah, but that's not the point. The point of the matter is that with the Queen of the Ring issue that happened yesterday, that really messed up the event. And not only does it mess up the event, if you have a venue,
That venue you can't use it no more.
right? Yep. They don't. When as soon as you try to go back there and say, "Yo, can we have a? Yep. Can we do a show here or something like that?" They're gonna be like, "Nope, no thanks, nope." So there's that, and there is when you try to go to other places, they be like, "Oh, you're that battle rap guy that has all them fights and stuff. We don't want y'all in the we don't want y'all there." So my thing is, I'm trying to tell these knuckleheads, these youngins, these battle rappers, like, it's cool to be tough and it's cool to think. Listen, everybody got 2 hands and could throw punches. Everybody can. Anyone can snuff anybody and knock them out. Anything can happen. But if you really care about the culture, we got to get better, man. And I'm included in that too, because I got a big mouth.
Bang!
You know.
Bang!
So yeah, we have to really work on that, and we will work on that. So salute the Queen of the Ring, but they are dealing with a lot of drama now because of the fight that happened, and it's not the first time. They've had a couple fights at their events. Women love to fight, yeah.
Bang!
Girls, yep, they. I don't know, man. It's not us, but I mean, we be fighting too sometimes. But all right, so that's salute the Queen of the Ring. Hopefully they'll bounce back from that issue. Next, Remedy Loco versus Dallas Cash. That was a 1-rounder, a fire battle. It's hard to judge battles these days. You know why?
Why?
Because not everybody can have a Willow jump in their battle.
Bang!
That's why. But no. So Dallas Cash versus Remedy Loco. If it comes to bars and the stuff that's on paper, then Dallas Cash won. It was still close. It's not like he bodied. Nobody got bodied. Nobody got killed. But Dallas Cash, his pen, I felt, was more consistent. Remedy Loco performed his behind off, though. Even though, to me, he had a couple of dry spots. That's going to be a theme, by the way, because another battle we're going to talk about where the same thing happened. One was consistent all the way through, and the other one had high moments and low points. I think in this particular case, I say Dallas Cash won, but you can't. Yeah, it's debatable. I wouldn't argue if someone said that they thought Remedy Loco won. And I think if I was RBE and I was watching this battle, I think they both deserve a shot at the main. I mean, it was on RBE, but I'm saying like higher on the card. They don't need to be like on the pre-show of the event.
Bang! So
I'm definitely looking forward. I had Remedy Loco on the 5 o'clock shadow a couple of days last week. So it was dope talking to him. And I'm in a chat with Dallas Cash. So it's always an honor to talk to him, someone who's known countrywide as a top battler who's next, like about to get that step to the main stage. So salute to both of them. The battle was fire. Next, Truthit versus JusDJ. I got to keep it a buck. Got to be honest. JusDJ, first off, let me clear the air on a couple things, or one or two things. There was no choking on my part. That was planned.
It was planned that.
Yes, it was planned. Like, oh my gosh, I know I'm supposed to act right. Forgive me, Father. You know about the backslide. That was planned. But salute to JusDJ because the battle took place at 2:30 in the morning. Creasy even says it at the beginning of the battle. Oh, this is 2:30, and like it wasn't over until after 3. Yeah. So I was listen, I'm old. I'm my geriatric behind need to be in the bed. So I was happy about that. I was not happy about that, and I wanted to be in bed. But JusDJ, he drove all the way from Connecticut a couple of hours, showed up, didn't care about how late it was, still looked to put on a show, and he put on a show. All 3 rounds of his were consistent. They were consistent. Okay. First round, he did go off. First round, he went off. He was good. I felt like I came back and I did enough in the first round. Listen, this is all like just my opinion. If anybody else feels differently, I wouldn't argue with them. Okay, hours. Okay, I feel different. That's fine. Second round, I thought was his best round. I thought he rapped better than me in the second round. Like it was close, but it wasn't really close. But I think what happened in the second round was I did my backslide. And I think I was effective because I just started rapping and then out of nowhere turned up and then it went a little nuts. Yeah. Third round, you came in and you rapped. So what was going through your mind when you bumped into the guy that whose phone was ringing?
I was annoyed because I swear Creasy be telling them every single time to not record.
Yep.
And so if you're not supposed to be recording, so shouldn't your phone be on silent anyway?
Facts.
Bang.
But it was not on silent. Mm-hmm. So he bumped into you. You were kind of off when you were supposed to come in. So I was like,
did better than you, so it was fine.
Oh my God.
You keep talking. I'm gonna set you up with a battle, me versus you. But if you look at the picture, do you see yourself staring down JusDJ like that?
Oh yeah, he deserved it.
That was after the battle. The battle was already over. Okay, so this is the way I look at the battle, and I'm keeping it a buck. I felt like it could have been 1-1 going into the third, and you won the third. Obviously. If so, I'm not arguing if anybody disagrees. I think JusDJ was dope all 3 rounds. He was consistent. Salute to him. Nothing but respect to him. But yeah. I feel like Willow, if someone says, yo, Willow saved you, that used to bother me. I used to get offended by that, by the way. Like, oh, you need your daughter to win battle. Like, no.
That's not true.
Yeah, I rap. Like, what about the first 2 rounds? Or what about all these other you say 2 bars. You usually say 2 or 3 bars, the slogan, and that's it. But you win battles for me?
In 2 battles, and you still won most of the rest.
You better say all of them. No, I didn't win all of you. Okay, don't get in trouble. Don't get in punishment. But no, so you in the third round, yep. You addressed Wes Landry. Mm-hmm. Oh, you coming, man? Why are we talking about Wes Landry? Tell us about it.
Because he needs to understand that if he comes at me, I'm gonna come back at him.
Bang!
Facts. And he did come at you. When I battled him and I was half asleep, he was like, your daughter can spit around. Let's see if she can swallow one. And
oh my God!
It was only right for you to respond to him. Mm-hmm. So that was dope. I think that battle or the Chris Mills versus QP battle could have gotten battle of the night. This is what's dope about NBA. You have there's so many great battles. Dread St. Mike, he battled. He had a fire battle. Ice Baby versus Jordan Wright was a fire battle.
Oh,
Droop had a performance against Hollis. Salute to Hollis. Droop had a crazy performance as well. That whole event from top to bottom, every drop should get views. There's no reason why it doesn't get views. So if you guys are watching this and you watch JusDJ versus Truthit, make sure you also, and this is for you, make sure you also go watch QP versus Chris Mills, another fire battle. Make sure you go watch that battle.
Bang!
Okay, yep. Make sure you go watch that battle and share it. And because listen, there was some fire in that battle. There was some fire in that battle. Why? That's why it's debatable. It was 1-1 till the third round.
Bang!
Okay, so if you had it 1-1 to the third round, going into the third round, then I wouldn't care if someone said they thought JusDJ won, because I got someone jumped in for me. And so, you know, like, I'll take that on the chin. There's still no clear loss for Rainmaker 2019, and I certainly didn't get whooped. Facts. But yeah, so salute to JusDJ, though. He is going to be a problem. And you know what else I respect about JusDJ? I was reading Facebook just before we went on live, and he commented, and he said, yo, we both got to get back in our bag. We are not URL ready yet. So as good as he thinks he is,
He knows that he means.
he knows that we both, and I feel the same way. I'm a perfectionist. When I see my battles, I'm like, I gotta, because I could do better than that. I need to do better than that. So every battle, I want to see progression, and I salute to him. All right, let's go on to the next battle. Next battle is Gutta versus Mula. No. This was at Premier Rap Battle League.
I mean, it was the same night.
No, it wasn't the same night. This was like last month or something like that. Another fire battle. To me, it's there's a lot of things that went into this battle. I think Gutta performed ridiculously, and with him performing the way he did, there's a couple things that go into the battle. So Gutta performed. Watch it, and you feel you kind of get the feeling like, yo, this dude Mula rapped short. Gutta won. Then when you pay attention to how long it was, you'll realize that Gutta rapped a long time, and Mula rapped like how long you should for a one rounder. They both did their thing, though. Neither of them should walk away like I got smoked or it was a bad battle or anything like that. I felt they both did their thing. Salute to Gutta. Gutta once again does not die. Salute to Money Bars. Let me bring this up real quick. One thing, Daff, he did post something about rappers in one rounders going too long. Now, I was going to earlier come on and say something about Daff, because I felt as a league owner, you shouldn't be out in your battlers in public. Like if you have I have a private chat with Creasy, and I have an NBA chat that Creasy's in. If Creasy's frustrated about the length of time that we're going in battles, then he should say it in the group chat, not for the public. That's kind of like hurting the battle. But then Daff went on and said, no, he's not singling him out. He said it's a couple of people. So if you look at it, he said it was a couple people that doing it, and you'll see with the battles coming out. So he wasn't singling out Gutta. That's cool. So let me. I do want to say this one thing about Daff. Like whether you like him or you hate him, he will ride for his brand. Like he will really ride for his brand. Same thing with Creasy. Like Creasy will ride for his brand. And I was a witness to that earlier this year. Like I respect guys who will ride for their brand like that. So definitely salute to them. But yeah, we've been to some events. Where? Premiere. We've been events all over. Premiere 413. Right. But how do you feel when you've watched some of these battles and you think a guy's going way too long?
Like what do you mean?
Like he's rapping a long time. Like you remember a couple times someone was rapping and he was like, Dad, can we go back into the room and sit down?
Thanks. My legs hurt.
Facts. So sometimes people do rap too long, and I think when you're going against a big name, you want to not even really respect. You want to kill that man. Well, yeah. So you write a whole bunch of material because you want to kind of overdo it. I guess it's better to be over prepared than under prepared. I guess.
Obviously.
But sometimes it does backfire. If you rap too long, people start looking at their watches. I remember I battled Nook Nasty, and this was kind of that. Creasy had to cut me off because I was going too long, and he was like, "Okay, we can shut this down now." It's like he literally, I had to cut, and I had more bars too, and he had to literally cut it. So yeah. So I think with the way one rounders is set up, I think one rounder should be only 5 minutes, no longer than 5 minutes. What do you think?
The same.
Okay, yeah, okay, bet 5 minutes are good. 5, 6 minutes.
No more than 6 minutes.
Okay, but do you consider 6 minutes long with crowd reaction? Because, listen, another thing with my battle with JusDJ, he rapped more bars. He said more bars than I said, but I got reactions for saying things like things I can't say with you when you had to cover your ears. I was saying certain things, and the people was cheering and grabbing my shirt and everything. Do you count reactions when you are timing someone? Should you?
No, because some people, just because that's their homie, they like go extra.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we are getting somewhere. Speaking of the Gutta versus Mula battle, we are now going to talk about gas.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. I've never said this before. I felt a type of way from my Rainmakers brethren when I battled in Premiere against Caswell, I think it was. To me, Apex, I remember John Regal was there, Hyde was there. They were like cheering loud for Caswell and his bars. And then when I was rapping, when I would stop in between bars, I would hope like I would hear a noise, and it would be like, it would be like crickets. So I did feel a type of way about that, but then I went back and watched it, and it was like I had awkward pauses. So that was the reason why they wasn't cheering. I understand it. But some people
Go mad extra.
yes, and some people want you to go mad extra.
But they'll just say a word and then go crazy.
Facts. So Gutta in his battle, a lot of people were accusing Gutta's crew, Mummy Bars, of going ridiculous with the reactions. Do you think that takes away from a battle or doesn't? So, for example, salute to D. D's in the chat. D's different. Because D will cheer for everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. If you say something fire, he'll react to it. Yeah. But some people might feel like he's not in the battle.
It doesn't matter. You don't have to be in the battle to cheer for someone.
Bang.
Facts. I agree. But when someone says something, right? Like when someone says like a mediocre bar.
Give me one.
I give you a mediocre bar. Okay. Yo, I'll treat you like seashells, have you by the seashore. And it's like, it's okay. It's like, But then when you say it like by the seashore, they're like, oh my God. And they shove you and they pull your shirt and it looks like they're trying to kidnap you. That's not good. It comes off bad. And Gutta was Mummy Bars was accused of doing that in the Mula battle. Okay. Because you get gas a lot. Like you said, don't worry, Dad, because we both about to backslide, and they.
First of all, that's a bar, and second off, because they don't see little girls like me rapping.
Oh my God.
Exclusive.
I apologize. I stand corrected. But yeah. So we have to talk about that. We have to work on that. So no, not we, but I mean the culture, the battle rap culture has to work on knowing when it's good and knowing when it's not. Another thing.
Here's the thing.
Okay.
If they wanna go crazy and loud, then the league owner has to give them more time to actually rap, because that's taking up time. That's taking up their rap time.
But what if it's only your people cheering for you to make it seem?
Too bad.
And you cut that time, then time. That's it, time.
Bang.
Okay. Okay. So, and while we're on the subject of this, of rapping too long, well, going too long, you know how Droop and Ice Baby, salute to them, 400 gang, 400 gang. They would come through, and we would have practice battles in the living room, right?
Yep.
I spit my bars for JusDJ, and what did Ice Baby say? No, that they were trash. He said they were trash.
He was
Bang.
in his mind.
No, listen, I went back and rewrote them though, and the
New ones?
yeah, I wrote. You know, I was like editing my bars almost up to the battle. Yeah, I was, because I'm insecure. So when he said, I don't know if that's gonna be enough, I went and changed it up.
Where are we going with this?
Okay, well, I'll tell you where I'm going with this. I don't know if a lot of crews tell their people that a bar is good or not.
What's the question here?
The question is, when you hear a whack bar and you see that person's people cheer for it, don't you think someone should have told him? Wouldn't it be a real friend to say, hey, I don't think that's good?
Yeah, before
Like,
the
if you
battle.
care about me and you hear me say a bar
I
that's
tell
trash,
you, bars are trash all the time.
Bang.
facts, you do. That's what I'm saying. And I don't know if everybody does that, because some of the battles that I was watching this weekend, I heard some bars that were
And people were hyping it.
Bang.
facts. So we gotta we gotta work on that. We, you know, as the culture, we have to work on that. Let me see what else we got to talk about before we bid adieu on this Mother's Day. We talked about that. We talked about that. We talked about the time limit. I'm slipping. I didn't have my pictures on it. We talked about Queen of the Ring. Remedy Loco versus Dallas Cash. That was a fire battle. I suggest you go watch that battle. Okay, I'll send you the link. Go. I want you to. 5 o'clock Shadow. Make sure you guys subscribe. 5 o'clock Shadow. YT, and that stands for YouTube. We are trying to get monetized, people, so please watch the video, like it, thumbs up, and share it. It takes 2 seconds to thumbs up it. You don't even have to watch the whole thing. Just watch some of it, 10 minutes of it, and then hit that thumbs up and then share it. That really helps, and it really means a lot. If there's anything y'all want me to talk about on this show, hit me up. Ain't a thing to jump on a live on YouTube real quick, especially if it helps get me some views. Like, y'all, I want y'all to hold me down like I'm trying to hold New England down. Willow, thank you for being on the show.
You're welcome. It's an honor.
Yes, it is an honor for you to be on the 5 o'clock Shadow. Just like it's an honor for you to rap. Okay, never mind. It's an honor for you to be on the 5 o'clock Shadow. I appreciate you being on the 5 o'clock Shadow. Is there anything else before I let you go? Nope. All right, everybody, it's your boy Truthit. 5 o'clock Shadow YT. Salute to Hyde for the 5 o'clock Shadow. We are still doing shows on BeLive TV, which will air on Facebook Live, but those are the interviews, you know, and face-offs. Those will still be done on Facebook Live. Appreciate y'all. It's your boy Truthit. 5 o'clock Shadow YT.